Hello there. So if you clicked on this, it means you're ready to do some practice slides regarding research design. So let's start with independent or dependent variables. Give each one a color, and let's do some silly experiments. So this is a silly experiment. Will drinking an 8-ounce glass of water 10 minutes before I go to bed cause me to have to get up in the night and go to the bathroom before my alarm clock goes off? So let's pretend that that's going to be our study. So here it is in words. Give you a second to read that. So what is the independent variable? Before you look at the answer on the next slide, I want you to decide for yourself what is the independent variable and the dependent variable. So pause till you get your own answer. All right, so the answer is the independent variable is the 8-ounce glass of water 10 minutes before bed. The independent variable is the thing you can vary, so I can have the glass of water every night for a week. I can not have the glass of water every night for a week. That's the thing I'm changing. So what is the dependent variable, the thing I'm measuring? Okay, the answer is the dependent variable is having to use the bathroom. So that is the thing I'm measuring. So let's do a bonus round. Look at how much we operationalized these parameters of our study. We said an 8-ounce glass of water, we said 10 minutes before bed, and to measure whether we have to get up in the night, it's anything before the alarm goes off. So that is quite a bit of operationalizing, which is making things very specific, usable, and easy to repeat. All right, so let's do a double bonus round. So what is a good hypothesis for this study, this made-up silly study? A hypothesis is my independent variable will blah, 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 blah to the dependent variable. What will the independent variable do to the dependent variable? What will happen between the independent and the dependent variable? So let's say, remember the independent variable is drinking 8 ounces of water 10 minutes before bed. So how will that affect being awakened at night? And my hypothesis is that drinking water before bed will definitely be associated with waking up to use the bathroom. So the hypothesis is the relationship between the independent and dependent variable, and it's your best guess for what that relationship will be. All right, triple bonus round. What kind of research design is this? So there's the same study. We have different designs: experimental, correlational, naturalistic, observation, and case study. So let's just refresh our memory about what an experimental design involves. So the hallmark of an experimental design is a control group that gets nothing. It gets no independent variable whatsoever. It just gets the passage of time, basically. Experimental designs also have these other aspects. They usually have a large number of subjects. How about a correlational design? You don't have a control group in a correlational design. You still have these variables. Naturalistic, you don't really have independent variables. You're not changing anything. You're just observing nature. And then a case study is also called a single subject design because you usually just have one subject. You can have independent and dependent variables. You can have a hypothesis. This is kind of what we're doing with the field report this week. I put ABA in this last orange box just to mention this is beyond the scope of the class, but typically when you do a case study, you have an A condition, which is the presence of the water, let's say before you go to bed. Then you have a B, which is taking away that condition and seeing the effect on the dependent variable, and then you go back to A again. So if your child is given medications for attention deficit disorder, you might want to give those meds for a week and see how whatever behavior, schoolwork, number of tantrums, whatever, do a B condition where you take away the medicine and then go back to an A. So that's my gift to you, that the ABA design is a pretty good design for a case study, and that's usually what people are doing in their lives. All right, so what kind of research design was that? So it's not experimental. We have no control group. We've got one subject, me or you, whoever's doing the water before bed. It's not correlational. We're not correlating two things. We only have one subject. We're not really observing something natural. We're changing the amount of water before you go to bed. And then that it actually is definitely a case study. There's one subject, there's a hypothesis, there's an independent and dependent variable, but it is a single subjects design, so it is a case study. All right, so there we go. We didn't use the ABA design because we just didn't have time. So in conclusion, make sure you understand each of these terms, and we'll just do one more. If you're done, you're done. This is just for fun. Okay, does this hat make my face look fat? All right, so you want to go around campus. You want to wear this hat and ask 10 people on a scale of 1 to 5, does this make my face look fat? So what is the independent variable? Well, it's either wearing or not wearing the hat. That's the thing you're changing because it's independent. What's the dependent variable? Well, the dependent variable is the scale that you've created, 1 to 5, asking people how fat your face it looks in the hat. The hypothesis is that the hat will make your face look fat, and the design, again, is just a case study. You have maybe 10 subjects rating you with the hat on and 10 subjects rating you with the hat off. So that really is it. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.